A proposed bill may be unmasking a new reality for ICE agents.
Coming up, as the community celebrates, safety concerns may be heating up in Redwood City.
BART delays may be costing riders more than just time. Stay tuned.
From the School of Journalism and Mass Communications at San Jose State University, your source for what's happening with a fresh perspective on today's issues. You're watching Update News.
Welcome to Update News. I'm Sophie Cipriano.
I'm Angela Nguyen. California is going to be the first state with the first county, San Jose specifically, who may start banning ICE agents from wearing masks. Some of the neighborhoods are wondering if this will make communities feel safer. Our reporter Dominic Herrera has the story.
In the midst of a surge of immigration customs enforcement raids nationwide, ICE agents have been taking steps to conceal their faces and officer ID numbers in response to an increase in assaults. Some of San Jose State's student activist organizations are voicing their concerns.
We have a right as citizens to know who our law officials are, who are, we have especially if they're engaging in these extrajudicial, frankly illegal, attacks on us.
The Department of Homeland Security and the Trump administration believes concealing ICE agents' identities will protect the agents' safety. Throughout the U.S., there has been a rise of individuals concealing their identities to impersonate as agents. Metro de San Jose State, a Latino student activist organization, is doing its part to protect the San Jose community.
We do spread other organizations' resources, such as the Rapid Response Network in Santa Clara County. They have people that go out to supposed ICE sightings. They go confirm whether or not those sightings are actually federal agents or if they're impersonators.
Santa Clara County is home to 134,000 undocumented immigrants as of 2025, according to the county's Department of Public Health. 4 of the 10 members of the San Jose City Council are in support of the bill. However, if the bill were to pass, enforcing it would be a challenge, with city laws largely falling out of range. Councilmember of San Jose's 5th District, Peter Ortiz, is standing firm on protecting his community.
We may need to, which I support, have to sue the federal government in order to hold them accountable. Because what we're seeing in LA, what we're seeing in other regions of our country, we don't want that here in San Jose.
Reporting from San Jose City Hall, Dominic Herrera, Update News.
A similar bill was just passed in the California legislature, the No Secret Police Act, which bans ICE agents from concealing their identities with masks. The bill was signed by Gavin Newsom on September 20th.
ICE raids have been a major concern these past months, changing the way many families interact with their community. In Redwood City, the fear of ICE raids is keeping many residents away from public events. Our reporter, Tanya Ortega, has more information on the topic.
The Fiestas Patrias yearly Mexican Independence Day event, many people from different communities come together to celebrate the occasion. Public events are meant to gather and bring residents together. But in Redwood City, some residents fear of immigration raids, keeping them at home.
We work with our police officers to have a healthy presence here in our downtown and also just around the city so people can see our officers right here in the community making sure that they're safe.
Despite these assurances from city officials, many residents say attendance has dropped compared to past events in other years.
I think that as far as Redwood City, there's definitely been a decline in people that have been attending. I've come every year to this event for the past 5 years, and around this time, there's definitely been a lot more people.
Loyal residents continue to attend these events year after year, but notice the difference of attendees in this year's event due to many undocumented people not assisting.
Every morning I pray to come back and see my family. And luckily, so far, I haven't had any that bad experience.
Undocumented residents live with the constant fear of raids, forcing them to stay home. Even though city officials and event organizers say events remain safe and open to the public, some families would rather celebrate certain events at home. Tanya Ortega, Update News.
San Jose University is introducing a new undergraduate certificate that will be combining data research and data technology. The goal is to have students strengthen their relationship with the human-centered field. Our reporter Sebastian Ramos has more.
San Jose State University has launched a new AI ethics certificate program this fall semester. It's a 3-course path that helps students develop a solid grounding in AI, allowing them to incorporate its uses for various professions and businesses. Tech giants such as NVIDIA and Google are located in the heart of Silicon Valley, which gives students a direct pipeline to internships and career opportunities, according to SJSU's website. University President Cynthia Teniente Matson attended a meeting with San Jose Mayor Matt Mahan in April to address her initiative to deepen students' education in Silicon Valley. She says, quote, "We are very aligned with the vision that Mayor Mahan has for the city to take advantage of his age of intelligence. The city and our university community will be rapidly supporting AI in all forms of intelligence." For Teniente Matson, her goal is to ensure students who graduate from school earn high-demand jobs with high wages.
What we're doing to separate San Jose State Spartans from other institutions, particularly out of California, but even within California, is ensuring all of our students have ample field-based experiences, career-based experiences, internships, access to the most available technology tools, learning how to use them.
For those who are unsure about AI in education, she assures them that AI discretion is managed appropriately and accordingly.
The member is responsible for their syllabus, for the practices in their classes. Some faculty members are using AI in how they teach and how they ask students to engage in their classes. Others are not.
In San Jose, Sebastian Ramos, Update News.
School's in full swing and tuition fees are due. Some students pay out of pocket, some use loans, and many use grants. The Department of Education is seeking to end grants for minority-serving institutions, specifically Hispanic-serving institutions. What will this mean for San Jose State University? Our reporter, Abe Brettel, has the details.
On September 10, 2025, the Department of Education announced that it will be terminating $350 million in discretionary grants for minority-serving institutions, saying that they are unconstitutional. U.S. Secretary of Education Linda McMahon stated that the grants illegally restrict eligibility to institutions that meet government-mandated racial quotas. Students at San Jose State University have voiced their concerns regarding the termination of discretionary grants.
We all choose to reach that higher education, and it's really lovely to see all of us wanting to reach that higher education. And without these grants, a lot of us wouldn't be having that opportunity.
With these grants being terminated, it makes education much more inaccessible. And it's interesting because the CSU prides itself on being an accessible alternative to higher education.
For an educational institution to be considered Hispanic serving, it must have an enrollment of 25% or more full-time students who identify as Hispanic. SJSU's enrollment rate is 28.2%. Statistics regarding how many students that use these grants are not made available, but some programs at SJSU that use grants for HSIs include Somos UC Davis Pathways to PhD program, High Engineering Physics at SJSU, and Project Engineering Success. Grants are necessary for many of these programs to function, and without them, certain fields of study may be at risk.
Part of my job as special collections librarian and archivist is to do research into the history of the university, and that research includes surfacing the stories of underrepresented student groups. So recently, a grant that I was working on related to South Asian student histories was canceled.
With funds and grants up in the air, there is an uncertainty about what will be the Department of Education's next decision. In San Jose, Abe Brettel, Update News.
The Bay Area Rapid Transit continues to take action after several delays and disruptions. Well, will this be enough to regain the trust of riders? Our reporter Abigail Rodriguez has the story.
In the past weeks, BART has had various incidents, including a smoke incident and a system-wide service shutdown for students at SJSU who rely on public transit in order to attend classes. This has caused many inconveniences.
Overall, I am not as satisfied with the system as I would like to be, as the 20-minute frequencies are not ideal.
Fall has been using BART for the past 13 years. He believes there are still many improvements BART can make, but they are moving in the right direction. Chris Philippi, a spokesperson for the Bay Area Rapid Transit, ensures they are committed to taking accountability and being transparent with customers going forward.
For us, that really means focusing on work to ensure that our infrastructure is in the best condition possible.
They believe that taking accountability is crucial in building trust with riders. BART has also continued to prioritize safety with updated taller fare gates in order to avoid fare evasion and improve rider experience. The fare gates, which are part of BART's $90 million Next Generation Fare Gates project, first rolled out in December of 2023.
I do feel safe more now than I used to because of the new doors that they included.
She believes this is an important next step in making sure riders feel safe enough to continue using BART. All BART stations are expected to have these new fare gates by the end of 2025. A safety improvement like this one is a step in the right direction for many riders across various age ranges who use BART on a daily basis.
The Bay Area Rapid Transit is actively working to make improvements in order for it to be a reliable mode of transportation for students. In San Jose, Abigail Rodriguez, Update News.
When we come back,
a new Bay Area clinic officially opened its doors to help support addiction and more. That story, up next.
Coming up, finding parking may be the least of students' worries at San Jose State University.
Rain, thunder, lightning. If you want to know what's up with weather, stay tuned for our upcoming forecast.
Santa Clara Valley Health recently opened a new clinic called the Compassionate Addiction Services and Support Clinic. The new Compass Clinic is just another step forward towards aiding with the substance use crisis in the county. What resources does the clinic have to offer for Santa Clara residents? Our reporter, Isabella Alvarez, went to find out.
On September 2nd, the County of Santa Clara Behavioral Health Services Department and Santa Clara Valley Healthcare opened the Compass Clinic. Located at Valley Health Center Moore Park, the Compass Clinic promotes substance use-related recovery through a safe and compassionate interdisciplinary approach of comprehensive medical, psychosocial, and transitional support.
Most of my life I struggled with addiction, in and out of incarceration, homelessness, and ultimately I lost my children. When given the opportunity to enter a drug and alcohol treatment center, my life was transformed.
It's open to all adults living in Santa Clara County, with walk-in appointments available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Adults seeking help will receive access through same-day walk-in appointments. Anyone who seeks care through Compass does not need to be a patient of Santa Clara Valley Healthcare. Even if you don't have insurance or get insurance from a different county, the clinic offers financial support from a counselor to help with those difficulties.
We've had, I would say, probably 10% of our patients have come in with no coverage at all or lapsed coverage, and they've been able to go over there and get assistance program, whether that's a 50% reduction in service costs or it's 100% covered.
Some of the services provided are medications for addiction treatment, counseling and behavioral support, ongoing recovery support, and more. Substance use-related recovery is possible, and this is where it begins. By expanding access to treatment, we're strengthening families, restoring hope, and creating healthier futures for our community.
Due to federal budget cuts, growth in the Compass Clinic care team may take some time, but efforts are being made to expand across the first floor of the Moore Park Valley Health Center. In San Jose, I'm Isabella Alvarez, Update News.
San Jose State University's enrollment has reached an all-time high this fall, topping 40,000 students. With more students on campus, finding a parking spot may not be their only concern. I went out to see how this is affecting students. Take a look.
As enrollment numbers rise, so does the distance traveled for some students. One SJSU student says he sacrifices his drive to school to save time for his academics.
You're coming from really far away, like public transit is very helpful. Like you can use that time to study and prepare yourself, like whatever.
With more students enrolling, university leaders say they're making adjustments to keep up with the growth.
We have added significantly more classes across all of our disciplines. In some cases, we've slightly increased class sizes to accommodate as many students as we can.
With increased students, this semester also brings 48 new tenured and tenure track faculty members, according to the university. While these additions help meet demand in the classroom, some professors say the real challenge isn't just having enough seats, it's getting students to show up.
I mean, if I have a classroom with 50 students, 10 of them, to 20% will have horrible attendance. And then it shows up in their grades.
Professor Todd Robinson says attendance is part of upholding academic integrity.
Students who don't come to class, whose attendance is poor, almost guarantee they're not going to be successful.
For him, it's a matter of educational commitment, not excuses.
At San Jose State, finding a parking spot isn't just the only issue. It's about making it to class and making the most of their education.
I'm lucky that I don't have to find a parking spot, but I know you do, Angela. How's that?
This morning I had to take like 30 minutes to find parking. It wasn't that fun, but You just have to do what you gotta do.
Well, the struggles Angela faces, a lot of other students face. I went out for this week's State of the Spartan to ask students how parking is here at SJSU.
It does take a little bit, say 5-7 minutes. Like there'll still be a spot, but I get there no later than 9.
Usually you would try to come in early so you can find more parking, but around 8:30 it gets very packed in here, so then I would have to find somewhere else to park.
South Garage, typically like, I want to say like 15-20 minutes, and then North Garage, I have no luck finding parking.
I have to actually get here an hour early because since it's new enrollment, all the parking garages are full. I mostly park in West Parking.
I used to come in the morning around 8 or 9 and I couldn't find parking at all. It would take me like maybe 30 to 40 minutes.
If I were to leave around like 8, which I usually do, I'd say it takes like 20 to 30 minutes.
Or actually, it's you on weather. Yeah, you introduced me to it. Well, speaking of parking, actually, my car got rained on last night. I don't know about yours.
Yeah, it's been crazy weather this week. There was lightning, thunder last night, rain. Well, let's learn more about weather this week with our reporter, Isabella Alvarez, with her weekly weather report.
This is Isabella Alvarez, and this is your 7-day forecast. The first week of fall is starting off with some heat and inland temps back in the 90s, followed by another chance for some showers at times midweek. So you can see here there was some isolated thunder. If you haven't already heard it, look out for that if you're curious. Clearing late week near average temperatures. September typically isn't one of our wetter months. However, an upper level low will bring tropical moisture northward toward the Bay Area, starting late Tuesday and lasting into Thursday. As you can see here, the rain clears up, but look at around Saturday, but in Sunday, the clouds start to come back in. Best chances for rain should be on Wednesday. Once the system clears, we should see the return of morning low clouds and mild temps into next weekend. For our 7-day forecast, the 7-day outlook for Santa Cruz and the coast looks warm to start with the chance for rain midweek followed by clearing. As you can see here, Friday and Saturday, Sunday, it's going to be like 70s. Bayside temps too, look from Oakland to San Fran, will be in the 80s early in the week with midweek rain chances and slightly cooler temps later. In San Francisco, Friday through Saturday, it's about mid-70s, drops off by the end of the weekend. San Jose will go from heat to more tropical-like conditions with some midweek shower chances followed by some clearing and mild temps into next weekend. The weekend here looks about to be like higher 80s, so you know, you could wear your short sleeves and dresses and things like that. This is Isabella Alvarez. Back to the desk.
In just a moment, sports gambling isn't new, but a new group of bettors are growing. More on this coming up next.
Levi Stadium will be hosting the 2 most anticipated events in 2026. Stay tuned.
Gear up, the spotlights on San Jose State's football. Preview coming up.
The NCAA recently issued permanent bans to the men's basketball players, including from San Jose State, and illegal sports betting. Our reporter Mohamed Najimi is live to take a look at the bigger picture, why sports betting is becoming such a risk for young adults and student athletes.
I'm here on campus to show how a combination of culture, technology, and psychology is shaping the way students engage with sports gambling, and why experts say it's a growing concern. Across college campuses, sports betting is no longer just a weekend pastime. It's become a near constant presence on phones, social media, and even streaming sports broadcasts.
We see more impact for younger people because their brains aren't yet developed to be able to appreciate the long-term consequences that could come from something like gambling, for example.
Psychologists say that the combination of undeveloped decision-making and the thrill of winning can make gambling especially compelling for young adults.
Gambling is kind of predicated on the idea of variable reinforcement of rewards. And so we know that the way to keep people coming back is to only reinforce their behavior every once in a while.
It's a system designed to keep players engaged, and for students that can quickly turn a casual bet into a recurring problem.
You spend a lot of time chasing losses. You cover up your losses and lie to family, lie to other to, borrow money from here to pay there.
According to the UCLA Center for Health Policy Research, about 1 in 4 California adults reported gambling in the past year, and nearly 488,000 of them showed symptoms of problem gambling.
So now there's basically no restrictions anymore on gambling at all. And all of these companies have free reign to rip off people all over the country and the world.
Experts say education, responsible limits, and early intervention are critical to keeping students from developing lifelong gambling problems. On campus, the conversation is shifting from punishment to prevention, helping students understand their risks before gambling becomes a dangerous habit. Live at San Jose State, I'm Muhammad Najimi, Update News.
Levi Stadium is gearing up to host some of the most anticipated sports matches for 2026. Our reporter, Matt Meyer, went to find out how the Bay Area community feels about the events.
Levi Stadium will host both Super Bowl 60 and multiple matches for the FIFA World Cup. San Jose City Council member Domingo Candelas shares how San Jose plans to get in on the action.
We are hosting a lot of things down here in San Jose. San Pedro Square, Little Italy, my district in Evergreen Village Square. We're organizing watch parties and organizing these events so we can share some of the excitement, and also the local economy could take advantage of the tourists that are going to be visiting San Jose for the first time.
Councilmember Candelas says he plans to host watch parties in his district because he anticipates that the events will increase tourism traffic to popular areas of the city, especially downtown San Jose. However, some residents share increasing concerns on how it could impact their daily lives.
I think it's going to be a tsunami of new people, and I think it's going to be hectic, and you're going to want to stay away from those areas most definitely, unless you enjoy sitting in traffic.
Business owners believe that the upsurge in people could also mean an upsurge in revenue. Aziz Murshid suggests if businesses increase their inventory to meet a possible demand, they could end up operating at a loss.
Over ordering, surplus of products, it's just basically money out of pocket, money wasted. Everything that we do, we don't, we have to produce whatever is being ordered out of our own pockets. And then, we do our thing and then sell it.
Murshid and his family own and operate Chase VP, a design, print, and mailing business based in Morgan Hill. Murshid emphasizes the power of having a strong supporting community, especially during rush hours.
If you have a good business, if you have a good support, which is the local community, and your intention is to grow, but making sure the community grows with you, the community will help you when you fall.
Residents and businesses alike are bracing for the impact both events will have on the Bay Area.
The Super Bowl isn't until February, and the first World Cup match at Levi Stadium isn't until June, so it's still too early to say definitively what the impacts will be, but there is still a lot of speculation. In Santa Clara, Matt Meyer, Update News.
The San Jose State football team is on a roll at SESQ Stadium, but now Spartans are shifting focus to a historic Bay Area rivalry. How big is this matchup against Stanford? Our reporter Alex Diaz has the story.
San Jose State may only be 3 games into this season. However, this matchup goes beyond the standings. The Spartans are preparing for the return of the Bill Walsh legacy game against Stanford.
It is up and it is pure!
A last-second field goal sparked new hope for SJSU last Saturday. The Spartans came back from being 14 points behind to beat the University of Idaho 31-28.
Fortunately, we were able to get a win. And again, it's a testament to our players for battling the whole time and excited to get our first win.
The Spartans have faced Stanford 68 times. The record leans heavily in the Cardinals' favor at 52 wins, 15 losses, and a tie. SJSU's last victory before 2024 came all the way back in 2006, an 18-year gap that made last year's win one of the program's biggest in recent memory. Saturday marks their first trip back to Stanford Stadium since 2013.
Going against a Power 4 opponent is always really fun, like going against Texas earlier in the year. It's definitely a fun challenge to go against Power 4 teams.
As the Spartans prepare for the Cardinals, they don't see it as just a game. For them, it's a legacy in the making of Bill Walsh, a visionary coach who shaped modern football. From winning 3 Super Bowls with the 49ers to leading Stanford and graduating from San Jose State, Walsh's influence connected both programs.
It's one of the Super Bowls, I guess, in a way, of the program. Like, they're a great team, so it'll be awesome to hopefully get a second win over them.
The rivalry is set, the history is written, and now all that's left on Saturday is kickoff at 4 p.m. The countdown is on. Reporting from SESQ Stadium, I'm Alex Diaz, Update News.
Well, that does it for this week's edition of Update News.
From all of us here Thanks for joining us. Make sure to follow us on all of our socials, and we'll see you next week.